Hey singers, Christopher Douglas Keller here from Chris Keller VX Studios. Recently my friend Jacob from Jacob's Vocal Academy asked me to do a video for his YouTube channel, and I thought, I'm very honored. Of course I'd love to do a video for your YouTube channel. And I asked Jacob, I said, what would you like me to do? What topic, what particular part of the voice would you like me to do a video for? And he said, how about high notes? How to sing high notes. Truth is, there's no way any vocal coach can put in one video how to sing high notes. There's no shortcuts. It takes a lot of practice and dedication. However, it did get me thinking. I always get requested to teach people how to sing high notes. Chris, can you teach me how to sing high notes? YouTube messages, Facebook messages, messages on Instagram. So I present to you 5 easy steps to singing high notes. Step number 1, relax. No, really, it's as simple as that. Relax. That literally is the first step. But Chris, how do I make sure I'm relaxed when I'm trying to sing? I'm going to give you an exercise for that. In fact, I'm going to give you an exercise for each one of these 5 steps. What's a good exercise for relaxing? Well, I guarantee every single one of you watching this video right now is doing it. And that exercise is breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. That does so much, not only for you physically, but also mentally. When you take a big, healthy breath in, and you let it out, you feel relaxed. It's the same thing at the end of the day when you go, oh, it's been a long day. Now there are many ways you can breathe, and that's one of the problems with singing is there's all these different things out there, all these different coaches, and all these different techniques. Truth is, don't worry about it. As long as you're breathing in and exhaling, that's what's important. You can focus on the diaphragm, you can focus on all these other things, but tell you what, if you're inhaling and exhaling, that's all that matters. I will suggest one thing. I know a lot of vocal coaches like to breathe in through the nose. I prefer to breathe in through the mouth, especially for commercial music. In traditional music, breathing in through the nose, you have time to do that. However, when singing commercial music, you don't have time to go in between phrases. So, practice taking a big deep breath, letting it all out, and maintaining that easy feeling you have whenever you feel that you're struggling to hit a high note. Take a big deep breath, relax, and then start trying to hit that high note. Step number 2, experiment. I don't see enough students experimenting. What do you mean by experimenting, Chris? Think logically, think like a scientist. Whenever you have trouble hitting a note, step back and say, why did I have trouble hitting the note? Is it because I haven't been doing my exercises? Is it because I just don't know how to do it? It could be multiple things. However, one of the biggest things I find when someone's struggling to hit a high note is they haven't tried multiple ways to hit it. They do it one way and say, I can't do it. Try to do it other ways. There's other routes. Everybody's voice is different. Sometimes you might make some crazy weird sound and all of a sudden you realize you're hitting some crazy high note and think, wow, how am I hitting that note right now? Step back, use the scientific method and say, what did I do? What's going on in my throat? What's going on with my tongue? What was I doing with my air? What was I doing with my chin? There's so many things that go into what you're doing. Don't be afraid to try new things. It's actually one of the best, easiest, fun ways to learn your voice. And you are learning your voice doing your own thing. And to me, that's one of the coolest things in the world. You're not repeating what a vocal coach is telling you. You're not just repeating what a CD is telling you. You're figuring out your voice. A great exercise to start working on experimentation is taking one of the simplest, easiest scales you can possibly think of that you've heard on any program, you've worked with any vocal coach, and it's a 5-note simple scale. Mum, 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 mum. Simple as that. I can take any sound. Wee, 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 wee. I could say wow. Wow, 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 wow. And here's where the experimentation comes in. As you do each one of them on whatever step you go up to, however high you go, however low you go, try it different ways. Take one sound, like the word we, like I just did, and try it several ways. Wee, 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 wee. Let me try it differently. Wee, 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 wee. Well, that didn't feel good. What did I do differently? But it sounded kind of low, but it also sounded it was tough to hit that top note. What did I do differently? Or, wee, 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 wee. Oh, what happened there? I think I got in my nose. Well, what if I plug my nose up? Wee, 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 wee. Well, that was kind of cool. Wee, 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 wee. I felt like I really opened up my voice a little bit more. What did I do? Experiment. It sounds extremely simple, but go ahead and do it. You'll be surprised at what you can learn about your voice. Step number 3, be attentive. What does that mean? Pay attention, listen, and not just listen to what your vocal coach is telling you, or not just listen to a YouTube video, not just listen to what you heard on a CD program. Listen to yourself. It's so easy to get caught up listening to everything else except yourself. Listen to yourself. When is the best time to listen to yourself? Well, truly, all the time. But there's a special place we usually forget to listen, and that's in the middle of phrases. I see this with so many of my students. They don't listen to what their voice is doing between A and B. Why do we sometimes take that high note and make it so difficult? Well, we're not listening to how we're going up to the high note. We might look at the beginning note, we might look at the end note, we might even look at the high note itself. But somewhere along the way, between this note and this note, all in here, you're not really paying attention. My favorite exercises to do to be attentive goes like this. Wee, 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 wee. Simple as that. Why is that exercise so important when it comes to being attentive? Well, here's the fun part. Start in a light, easy head voice, big breath, relax. Wee, 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 wee. Now as you descend, you're going from the octave to the fifth. Wee, 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 wee. What does your voice want to do in the middle? It wants to go wee and flip. You need to make that flip as easy and light and flowing as possible. Wee, 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 wee. You can do it on multiple syllables. Some will make the flip stand out even more. Wow, 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 wow. Just like that. That's good. I'm not worried about smoothing out through there right now. I'm not performing right now. I'm doing an exercise. And I'm learning to be attentive to my voice. You'll be very surprised when you first start doing this if you've never done it before. Wee, 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 wee. Those middle notes kind of disappear. You're not actually hitting them. We change the way we say the sound. If the sound is we go wee, 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 instead of we. Be attentive. Listen. Pay attention. If you're changing the sound from we, wow, way, nay, goo, go, mum, whatever, you're doing all these manipulations. And when you're making manipulations, you're making it difficult to sing. You're making it difficult for your voice to go through registers. And anyone who knows about trying to sing high notes, you know a lot of times it's about going up into a different register. Once we start working on bridging the gap between each register, I promise you, your high notes will get easier and easier. But this particular exercise, as many of my students know, takes a lot of practice. And guess what? That's okay. Step number 4, and this is one of my favorite ones. Be confident. What do you mean, Chris, by being confident? Should I confidently hit a note even though I struggle to hit it? Yes. Yes, you should. Because if you put the time and practice into your exercises, I promise you, if you have that confidence, all that time and practice you've done in those exercises will slowly start fading into your performances. I promise you. Now, a good exercise to work on, confidence. And this one is kind of fun because it's a little different and it's not something that many people work on with their vocal coaches or in a program. This exercise literally involves speaking. Speaking, you say? Yes, speaking. Take the lyrics to any one of your songs, especially one of the songs you feel like you struggle with a bit. Not necessarily one of the hardest songs out there, but something that's just challenging enough where you know there's a couple notes that are a little difficult to hit. What I'm going to do is start with the chorus to one of my Douglas Warren songs called Stars. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight, distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I see the stars through your eyes. Now that is the chorus to my song, Stars. Yes, there are some higher notes in the song if you want to check it out online. But how do I exercise being confident with the chorus and speaking the words? Simple as this. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight. Distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I literally spoke through the words. Notice though, I did my best to enunciate every single consonant, every single diphthong. I did what I call chewing my words a little bit. Now, chewing your words doesn't mean to be punchy. You don't want to be bursting with your words. You want to take the time with them, chew them slowly, say them slowly. What happens is your voice, all this muscle memory will start clicking in. And as soon as you go to sing it back in the song after speaking it repeatedly over and over again, you'll notice a lot of the words start lining up very well. And then what you can do is start taking those words and putting them on one pitch. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight, distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I see the stars through your eyes. And as you do it, you want to make it feel like you're just speaking confidently, not loudly, not shouting, not demanding, but confidently. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight, distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I see the stars through your eyes. And it really feels like it's just a step above my normal, everyday, indoor speaking voice. And as you work on that, you can continue step by step. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight, distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I see the stars through your eyes. Take a deep breath, look up into the night sky, stare into the past. I'm holding on real tight, distance don't matter, I'll hold you in my arms tonight. I see the stars through your eyes. So, get to work, learn your lyrics, and be confident. Last but not least, step 5. Now, I believe this is one of the most important steps to getting better at singing high notes. What is so important? Patience. I don't see enough singers being patient with their voice. We've all heard the phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day. Guess what? Neither were high notes. Getting better at high notes takes a lot of time, practice, and effort into doing it. So be patient. Take the time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. Don't expect it to happen in one voice lesson. In fact, don't expect it to happen in 10 voice lessons. Sometimes it just takes time. It can take 6 months. It could take 2 months if you're lucky. It could take years. And truthfully, almost every single good singer I know, it takes years to be where they are at. Most importantly, when practicing patience with your voice, remember, it's not about muscle and power. A lot of it comes from finesse and coordination, and that takes patience in order to achieve that. Don't fall for some silly marketing that says you can learn how to sing all these notes instantly, because the truth is, no, you can't. Now this last exercise is going to test your patience. Nay, 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 nay. That's it. Nay, 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 nay. Let's try it on a different note. How about a wow? Wow, 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 wow. How about a wee? Wee, 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 wee. Now the secret to doing this exercise properly and doing it efficiently and actually getting something out of it is, yes, patience, but also applying everything else we talked about. Relaxing, experimenting, being attentive, being confident, all of that applies to this exercise. It's not the easiest exercise in the world, and it's not supposed to be. That's why it takes some patience in order to finally get it where you want to get it. I've been working on this exercise for a while now, and some days it's just easier to do than other days. Be aware it's meant to be difficult. Why? Because you're ascending right through that first bridge, or maybe later your second bridge. And guess what? That's difficult to do. You already knew that, and that's why this exercise takes some time and involves patience. As you go through your first bridge, what you don't want to do, nay, 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 is change the way you're saying the word. You want to keep open. You want to stay relaxed. You want to be attentive into what's happening through there. You want to be confident and go for that top note. You want to try it multiple ways. Try with different syllables. Try with different sounds. Once you start getting more comfortable with it, start moving up with it. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. One more. Nay, 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 nay. And I probably have a few more in there. But that's because I've spent a lot of time doing this exercise. I've spent a lot of time doing a lot of exercises over the years. I've sung a lot of songs. I do gigs for 4 hours straight, including songs from bands like Zeppelin, Journey, ZZ Top. And in order to finally get to be able to do that for 4 hours straight with a big loud band behind me, it took me a lot of time. I had to be patient. I had to experiment when I get on stage. I have to try sometimes something new because maybe the last song I didn't hit the note as easily as I wanted to. I gotta make a change. What am I gonna do? That all depends on what I did the last time. So there you have it. 5 easy steps to singing high notes. But let's be real, singing high notes isn't that easy. But follow these 5 steps and I promise it will get easier. In fact, every single thing you learn in any vocal lesson or in any program will get easier if you follow these 5 easy steps. So good luck, singers. Go out there and sing. Don't get frustrated. Work hard all day, and when you go perform, pretend you never took a voice lesson. Sing because you enjoy singing. Sing from the heart. Don't sing because someone told you to. Sing because you want to. It's as easy as that. Thank you, Jacob from Jacob's Vocal Academy. It has truly been an honor to do a video for your page. And yes, I am available for vocal lessons. Get me on my website, chriskellervxstudios.com. Look forward to working with you. Thank you.